Flicks and Sticks.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Flicks and Sticks. I almost said Chits and Blitz.
What do you have written there?
An entire afternoon at Blips and Chips!
Chips and Blitz.
I'd accidentally written D2 Mighty Dicks, so I'm off to a great start. If you're listening to this and you missed our first episode of review of Mighty Ducks 1, you're missing out. We're progressively drunker now, at least I am, because I'm a lightweight. We just finished watching Mighty Ducks 2. And by we, I mean to my left, I have Mr. Greg Gazelle.
All right.
And to my double left, I have Mr. Rob Pizzuto.
Hello.
We did have some drinking rules before we started this movie.
Sure
Yes,
did.
we did.
The first one was anytime Dwayne the Texan says yeehaw, which is way too much. Anytime there was, there was light racism.
Yep.
Yep.
There was some light rate, not as much as the first.
Not as much as the first one.
Anytime the team says or chants quack.
Yep.
We drank for the entirety during
yeah.
the quack.
And there was only like one or two quack times.
Yeah.
I think there was one.
It was pretty long.
It was long.
Yeah,
I finished
it was
the whole
long.
can of
and
beer.
then you had at the beginning the duck call, which
Yeah.
you counted that.
And then anytime there was an offsides or a penalty or an icing that would have been called theoretically in the NHL, I say theoretically because if you watch the playoffs, who knows what's a penalty?
Yeah, but a lot more in this movie than there were in the last one.
Yep.
Yeah, for example, when certain characters use props, it probably should have been an automatic ejection. Nothing was called.
Or
I'm
when
sorry.
certain characters would just take out multiple other people.
It was bad. So,
Fuck this movie.
let's jump into this one. We get a nice opening flashback of Bombay again with his dad on the same stupid pond from the first one. Where the dad, again, if you listen to our last one, we were working theory here that Gordon Bombay is actually Tyler Durden. The dad adds to his speech again, telling Gordon never to forget the pond.
Bring it in, Gordon.
Okay, Dad.
All right, way to shoot there. You look good, son.
Thanks.
Listen, I want you to remember this pond. No matter how far you go, don't forget your home.
Yeah, he says something totally different from... Because in the first one, he's just like, hey, Gordo, let's go in and get some supper. And then, like, Gordo's like...
He's Mario.
Mamma mia, I got some supper.
You faked him out of his bed. You look great out there, Gordy. Come on, let's go inside, huh? It's getting late.
A few more minutes. Please.
Go on, get out of here.
Thanks.
So then he's like, yeah, let's go in and get some supper. And, little Gordon's like, I don't want to. And this one, totally different, but the same footage.
Yeah. Same footage. What also adds to the kind of Gordon Bombay, like fever dream, super weird, like psychosis is now it's not Hans anymore. It's Jan. Is it Jans?
It's Jan.
Jan instead of Hans.
Like how we would say yarn, like
Yeah.
Jan.
And he's a
Jan.
strudel maker.
He calls him a
So
strudel.
now that he has gotten a little bit of his dream, he is finally he sniffed the NHL. He got into the minors.
Which is insane, because in the last movie, he hasn't played since a missed shootout opportunity when he was like 9. And now all of a sudden he's getting a minor league deal.
Yeah, hockey. That's how it
Yeah.
works. You know?
He's shocking. They say he's age 29, which doesn't make sense, because in the first movie I think he's like 40.
Yeah, he looks like he's about, 38. 30,
Yeah.
Like maybe 35.
Maybe you guys don't know how advanced stats work. Maybe you don't know his Corsi rating.
What's his goals per 60?
Yeah.
Well, he
But-
did have 189 goals as a Pee Wee.
198
as a Pee Wee player.
Yeah,
in
198.
1973. I'm sorry.
God, I don't even like advanced stats. Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, this guy's Corsi rating is good.
They
Look at
didn't
me,
mention
I'm
it.
Pez.
They didn't mention his Corsi ratings in the AHL, which was apparently being heavily covered. But they they did mention he was about to make the NHL.
Well, this is back during a purer time when they didn't look at shit like that.
Hey, I won't have any of you shit all over advanced statistics. Either way, Gordon Bombay at 29 in the minors, yeah, you're not getting called to the NHL as a rookie. It's not happening. And your move is the triple D. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but he was this close, and you can't see me, but I'm making the small, I'm crushing your head motion with
Justin's
my fingers.
penis.
I'm
Justin's penis.
glad he got Cam Neely. Fuck him.
Yeah, it was very unpredictable. You never see this type of thing in any sports movie. But just as he was about to get called up to the NHL, someone karate chopped his knee with a stick. You can't karate chop your knee with a stick. Someone hits his knee with a stick. A real good. If only Ryan Reeves had been there, he would have discouraged this. If you're Jim Rutherford and you're drunk.
Stupid Jim Rutherford.
And oddly enough,
God, I am alone in a den full of thieves. And
I wonder if he did this on purpose. The ref standing over him when he's down the ice clutching his knee is named Neely. The name
Is
on
it
the
really?
back, the name on the back of the ref jersey is Neely. I noticed that.
Oh my god.
I hope they did that on purpose.
Oh my god.
And then all of a sudden we flash to the present. He's getting off a bus in the rain. Who comes to meet him?
not Hans.
Charlie Conway's mom from the first movie? No. Apparently, in the short amount of time he's been in the AHL, Charlie's mom has remarried and is no longer with Gordon.
Okay, can we talk about this time? So
I've always been under the impression that it's been about 10 months or so.
So if because they end obviously in the winter in the first one, and they start the Goodwill games in the summer. So it's not next summer, but the summer after. Okay, but then he says later in the movie, haven't you been practicing in the off season? But you would think they would be playing like league hockey in the following winter, like the winter, before the Goodwill games.
So even though before Bombay got there in the first movie, the team was a team and actually practiced on their own. Now that he left, they had the inability to apparently practice the entire time he was gone.
I guess.
Apparently they didn't pick up their sticks or anything the entire time he was gone.
I don't understand this timeline.
Well, they couldn't have a good team going into this.
True.
Even though they just truck through the first few teams that they play against.
It's magic! So we see a sad Gordon Bombay with a pimp cane, the North Stars hat. Really, Charlie should be the one with the pimp cane for his mom, but that's last time. That's last time.
Charlie's mom is gone.
So then, as we said earlier,
until D3,
you see Hans show up in a car to pick up Gordon. Oh no, it's not Hans. It's his brother Jan.
Yeah, his older brother Jan.
Yeah, and this is like, if you had a kid named like Steven and Weaven, or like John and like Ron, like you wouldn't name your kids the same, like close to the same thing, like Hans and Jan.
Like in Rick and Morty, there was Michael and Pikel.
You could tell our parents started with naming with him. It's like, oh, Michael. They had that one planned before they even got pregnant. And then they found out I was attached along for the ride, and they said, ah, shit. Well, just it. Call him Pikel. You, Pikel. You're a piece of shit.
The Jan, not Hans. Hans is busy. He went back to the old country to make strudel, according to his brother. Or eat Charlie's mom's strudel. I don't know. There's strudel involved.
He's a strudel head.
Yeah, make your own conclusions there.
You call him a strudel maker?
Yeah, we're not making that up. Jan actually calls Hans a strudel maker within the first 10
5 minutes,
seconds of him being on screen.
Which, is that supposed to be like a feminine thing? Like, do only women make strudel, or is it like a gay thing? Like, I don't know.
Like, Bombay's like, oh, where's Hans? Like, oh, that's old strudel maker. He's going back to the old country.
Jesus.
I'm gonna Google strudel maker as soon as we're done.
Well, it's someone who makes strudel, but is that just like a feminine
Why is that an
thing?
insult? I love
I don't
strudel.
know. I as well love strudel.
How dare you make delicious pastries in the old country?
You son of a bitch.
Fucking strudel maker. But then, so we're back in Jan, no longer Hans's store. I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
Back in Santa's village?
Yep. Yeah. Back at Santa's village, there's a Ducks Pee Wee newspaper hung up from their championship. The state championship from last season, even though it was only one city, apparently. And, all of a sudden, Jan starts telling Gordon, if you can't play anymore, he should coach, because apparently if you guide a Pee-wee team to state championship victory, all of a sudden you're good enough to be the Olympic coach. Oh, wait. It's not the Olympic coach. It's the Junior Goodwill Games.
Yes, sir.
It is. But meanwhile, all Gordon Bombay can think of is not wanting to be a skate sharpener.
Yeah.
Like Hans and Jans is.
And Charlie.
And Charlie,
works
who
there.
was working there. All I could think of is it was a Varsity Blues. Where you think, I don't want your life.
That's what Gordon says to him.
Yeah.
He's too busy eating his Hassenpfeffer.
Which,
Which, by the way, everyone, is sour rabbit stew. I looked it up on the Googles.
Sour balls.
who has that for breakfast?
Jan.
Jan. Fucking
People named Jan who are strudel makers.
stupid Germans. That's who.
So then, they're hanging out in Jan, in completely rational scenario. An executive from Team USA Hockey comes in.
This fucking guy.
Mr. Tibbles, was it?
Fuck
Tibbles.
Don Tibbles. I literally have that written down. Fuck Don Tibbles.
This douchebag Tibbles comes in and says Gordon would make a perfect coach for Team USA at the Goodwill Games. He has no coaching experience other than the Pee-wee team that Adam Banks dragged that team on his back like Eric Carlson and the Ottawa Senators.
Adam Banks fucking Connor McDavided the shit out of that Mighty Ducks team.
So, Gordon Bombay thinks it over about 2 seconds, sees the contract, all of a sudden he sees dollar signs in his eyes.
Yeah?
He says, I'll do it, Tibbles. Even though you sound like a type of dog food. Let's do it, Tibbles.
Let's do it.
And then, in the moment that brings a tear to your eye, before he goes, Jan says, take this duck whistle. Get the old gang back together.
Oh my god. Okay. So, as a kid, I love this opening scene. As an adult, I watch the scene and I'm like, where the fuck is the rest of the team?
So apparently, Gordon, because he has a hobbled knee, gives the whistle to Charlie, and Charlie must have a GPS on his friends because he happens to know where everybody is at this exact moment in time.
Okay, let's go find Guy as he's trying to hit that with Connie.
Yeah, so he picks up Jesse at a street hockey game.
Yeah. And then he picks up Averman at his parents' job. Or, movie theater.
And then he picks up Connie and Guy as they're about to make out by like a waterfall. Yeah. And Guy's like, I was this close. But if you go to the end of the first one, bro, you guys were making out.
Yeah. You tongue wrestled hard during that championship.
Then they go pick up Goldberg, whose family owns a deli. Hello, Jewish stereotype. And then they pick up Adam Banks in front of his fucking mansion.
Yeah.
And on the way to pick up Banks, they rollerblade through a mall and steal some old guy's hat.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah, it was basically a rollerblading montage is what I have.
The first of 50 montages of this movie.
Oh my god, there were so many montages.
More than Rocky IV.
They pour
than Rocky IV.
Then they pour concrete on some dude. He's at a construction site.
That guy's dead.
Yeah, his family has to bury him. He probably has kids. They're gonna grow up without a dad now because these assholes on rollerblades wanted to pour some concrete on him.
I hate this movie.
We're only 10 minutes into it.
And then they run into the 3 douchebag hawks from the last movie, who decide they're gonna set up a string across a park somehow.
Also, wasn't one of the douchebag hawks Adam Banks?
Yeah.
Well, now
So it was a new douchebag.
He got replaced with a nobody. He just cackles at the ugliest hawk.
Okay.
Which I bring into the timeline thing because if you haven't played hockey in a year and a half, why would you give a shit if you're still you're still a hawk?
Kids suck.
True.
Yeah, because by now haven't the Hawks either won again or got another second place banner?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then just as they're about to trip, are heroines. Who comes behind the Hawks?
Say heroines?
Yeah, they're all women to me.
I
right now,
fucking
guess.
wish I was on heroin watching this movie.
Fulton appears behind the Hawks with his Batman like, where are they?
Hey guys,
where's the trigger? You wouldn't give it to an ordinary citizen.
So Fulton's trying out to be Christian Bale. I assume this is his inspiration for Batman, by the way. Beats up the Hawks. Doesn't disable the string that the Hawks laid out to trip the Ducks, but no one trips over it somehow.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Video game logic.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all
100%.
Also, why wasn't there a Mighty Ducks video game?
I don't know.
There never was.
That's a good question. That would have been a moneymaker right there.
All they made a Space Jam video game for the PlayStation.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. And there couldn't have been a Mighty Ducks Sega Genesis Video game. I'm sorry, I'm completely getting off track, but
I admit we're gonna find out. We're gonna write Sega and Nintendo to find this out later. So Charlie, he's got the old gang back together. For some reason, even though Coach Gordon Bombay could pick anyone in the U.S., he picks the fucking Ducks, who had pretty much 1 or 2 victories and won a championship, and that was it. It was a fluke. It was a complete fluke.
Yep.
yeah.
Kind of like our beloved Bruins in 2011, but that's
Shut
fine.
up!
Stop it, John.
So then, so we go to Gordon Bombay.
And it's half the Ducks. Let's-
Yeah. Not even the full Ducks is pissed.
Yeah, we're just missing like Tammy and Tommy, Terry Hall. Jesse Hall's brother pulled like the Happy Days and went up to his bedroom, never came back.
The mafioso
Yeah.
Italian kid,
Carp
Peter.
and
Carp.
Peter.
Well, he was ended by concussions last movie.
True.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't medically cleared.
Based on the subtle racism in this movie, I can only assume Jesse's brother's in jail now.
There was room for one predominantly black guy.
Yeah.
Until the end.
This is around the time people started making tokens. And Jesse was the token in this movie.
He was the token up until the end.
Exactly. When they found someone who used to work at a burger joint, but we'll get to that later. So then, Gordon Bombay, newly rich guys in a limo with Tibbles and Bits. And Tibbles said, let's go meet the rest of your team, Gordon. These people you've never coached before. And we're going to add them to the half Ducks you have. So they have a slight montage, probably the 70th montage in this movie, of Coach Bombay and the Ducks meeting their new players who are way better than anybody on the Ducks.
Except for that one flaw that they all have.
Oh my god.
So first we meet, apparently, Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh my god.
Luis Mendoza?
He is Speedy Gonzalez.
So they make him a ridiculously fast skater who somehow can't stop.
Underlay,
He
yeah!
has the inability to stop on his skates. He runs into the boards head first. Apparently no concussion. He's got a brain of steel.
And it's like, how are you good enough to be in the junior Goodwill Games? Not the Olympics, but the junior Goodwill Games and not stop.
If Averman made it,
Well, he
Gonzalez
was
can make
balanced out by his cousin who was in the deleted scenes, Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Who could stop,
Who
but
could
can't
stop.
Can't skate over 1 mile an hour.
He had no speed, but he had control like crazy.
If only they could combine their powers. And then we meet Julie, the cat Gaffney, son of Felix Potvin. Daughter of Felix Potvin, apologies. Whose only weakness is apparently that she's a female.
Right?
Yeah.
And Gordon Bombay refuses to start a female because she's infinitely better than Goldberg.
Damn it, Gordon.
Like,
God damn
in the
it.
scrimmage they have, she looks phenomenal. Goldberg looks like a pile of trash, but Goldberg starts all the games.
That's horrible.
I don't
Because he gets on a hot streak, apparently.
Yeah, so Goldberg sucked last movie, and all of a sudden he's a good goalie in this movie, having not played.
Because they're
forever.
playing fucking Trinidad Tobago
In Italy? Is that the other
in
team?
Italy.
Yeah.
And all they do is make fucking references to like Italian things, like meatballs. I fucking hate this movie.
So after we get done with the introductions, the new players and the Ducks, surprise, they don't hit it off right away.
No, they don't.
No, not at all. Coach Bombay makes them scrimmage, which, as Piz pointed out, how the fuck do you do line change? Because there's like 4 or 5 new people. That's not even a full line, because Gaffney's in net. Versus the Ducks, who might have 6 people. So, alright, that's a full line. But whatever. They scrimmage.
But with defensemen too?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a full roster.
No.
I don't know what they do.
You may have enough for like 2. If you have the 6 Ducks and then the because it's only 9 people.
Yeah.
Actually 8 people because you have the 2 goalies. Oh my god, fuck this movie.
Alright, you could have 12 kids come back from the Ducks. Well, they didn't have that many. I'm just saying they could. And that's enough for 4 forward lines.
Yep.
And not any defensive lines. And, because Fulton was a defenseman, apparently, in the first movie.
Yeah.
And I know other people were too. They never really established who plays what, except for, like, Averman plays center for some reason, because I've never seen him win a face-off.
It's like he plays center and Guy plays center and
Yeah.
Goldberg is a
Goalie.
And that's it.
And Fulton plays defense.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Bombay just yells line change, and everybody goes to
Somewhere.
some position.
Excuse me. Let's change it up.
I'm sorry.
Change it up.
Change it up.
Oh, God, We'll get there. Because that was dumb, too.
In the scrimmage, the Ducks get destroyed by these newcomers. Still good enough to be on Team USA, but hey, whatever. And then Fulton Reed fires a slap shot that hits Mr. Tibbles in the head. If you remember, again, the last movie, he shatters the glass on the van, shatters glass in the arena, blasts a puck through the net. But it hits Mr. Tibbles square in the forehead, and this gentleman's okay. His brain's not caved in or nothing.
Literally
You
no
just-
concussion.
You don't know physics. It ricocheted at least 2 or 3
That's true. It
times
did hit off the ceiling.
before it hit him in the head with enough force to knock him out and ask him to and make him order a cheeseburger with fries and a chocolate shake. Oh my god!
Have the cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate shake, please.
Square in the fucking forehead.
He woke up thinking it was Tim Thomas, just one of those cheeseburgers.
Oh my god, I hate. I hate.
That is... I want to say it's the first of many, but it's probably not. But it's the first that we're bringing up of many moments.
There's so many.
Just play the Benny Hill theme right now.
Oh god, fuck this movie.
And then because these are young kids, and they're going to play hockey away from home, they can't not go to school, right?
They can't.
No, that'd be irresponsible. Even
Yep.
though there's a lot of irresponsible parenting going on already. So we meet Miss K, the tutor.
Miss McKay.
Miss McKay.
Probably one of the most useless characters in this movie.
She has like 3 scenes.
They're all useless.
Yeah, and
But they want us to think she's useful.
Yeah, but she's not.
so in team effort, Bombay wants to get his new players and his old players together. So what does he do? He revisits his bondage fetish, ties all the players together, tells them they can't leave practice until they skate as a team.
And this might actually be one of the only good coaching decisions that Bombay makes.
Agreed.
Like,
It actually teaches teamwork.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually getting them to work as a unit to shut the fuck up about their issues and just skate.
good for him because and enjoy this because this I think is the last good coaching decision that
Yep.
Bombay has made in any of these movies.
Other than using that hair gel, that was a good decision for him. His hair is stupid.
The egg practice.
Well, the egg, that was
Soft hands.
I said the last good one.
Oh, the last good
Yeah,
one. You're right.
And also, this doesn't give them salmonella, so
But, of course, what has to be put in so the kids laugh?
fart jokes. But this time it wasn't Goldberg. It was new tough guy Dean Portman.
God damn it.
it's a clever twist on an old joke. Maybe your guys' humor isn't as sophisticated as mine is, but I enjoy a good fart joke every now and then.
Followed by last song montage.
Another montage.
Montage number 2 on the night.
Let's
Dwayne.
work together. Bow, bow, let's work together.
Everybody.
Boy, girl, woman, and a man.
Some people who've seen this movie say Dwayne's over-the-top Texan. I thought he was spot on. He was stupid. He had a lasso. He had a terrible accent. Not confident he could read. That screams Texan to me.
Where did he stand on abortions?
With no apologies to Texas, by the way.
Yeah, Texas sucks.
Zero
Fuck Texas.
apologies.
Right after Buffalo, Texas sucks with the most next. So we get a montage of Dwayne just lassoing
yeah.
people. They square dance on their skates. You know, they have a bunch of fun. And then we flash to all of a sudden Team USA in the junior friggin' games being on the cover of a Wheaties box.
Yeah.
Now, I know, Wheaties had high standards apparently because they wouldn't let a murderer like Ray Lewis on the cover. But these nobody kids who nobody's ever heard of in their entire lives are on a Wheaties box.
Yeah, also brought together by an alcoholic coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a great time to bring up the fact that I meant to bring this up last episode, but we have Gordon Bombay, Gordon's Gin, Bombay Sapphire Gin, playing for Hendrix Equipment. Hendrix Gin is also a thing. Jesus Christ, this guy is an alcoholic, and they're not even trying to hide it.
So then they unveil.
Veal. Veal is a baby cow.
It's delicious.
Oh, it's the best.
Baby cows. Ugh. I want to
A
abort
little bit
them
of
like
melted
baby
Parmesan
humans.
cheese, mozzarella,
Yeah.
some tomato sauce.
Veal palm.
I don't care.
So then we veal palm the Team USA jerseys. that Charlie Conway hates because he's a terrorist.
Yeah, we're ducks.
Yeah. They're like, no, we're ducks. No, you're people, you idiot. All right? Ducks have bills and feathers. You have neither. You have web feet, Charlie?
You wore those uniforms for a grand total of, like, what, 4 games?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like...
And part of that, you hated them.
It's like, when I was in Little League, I played on the Pirates. And we went to the championship, and we lost, but I enjoyed that team. But I was never like, the next year when I got drafted by whoever, like the Rockies, I was never like, I can't wear this, I'm a Pirate. Like, no one ever does that.
Yeah. You think when Tyler Seguin was traded for pennies, he said, no, I'm not a star, I'm a Bruin? No,
I'm a Bruin.
He put on that gorgeous mint Dallas jersey and racked up a bunch of points because he's not an idiot like Charlie Conway.
Charlie Conway might be the worst character in these movies.
They have class outside, and Mr. McKay starts giving a terrible speech about America and its founding.
God.
It's supposed to be inspirational, I guess.
The Greeks played for falafels.
Oh my God, Goldberg, you fat bastard. You never ate falafel in your life.
Unless it was just drowning in dressing and bacon grease.
I am a large man, and I never have had falafel in my life. And my parents don't own a deli. Like,
Yeah.
my parents own a deli, I'd be eating fucking corned beef, and I'd have gout by the time I was 16.
They play for
Pride. It's not pride. Pride.
pride.
The Greeks wrestled each other naked for
For
pride.
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 They teabagged each other for pride.
Fuck you, Charlie Conway.
Worst.
Fuck you.
And as if by now they haven't driven home the American propaganda. All of a sudden, Coach Bombay's driving some little golf car or something while the team rollerblades behind him. They're in an ice hockey tournament, and he has them rollerblading as he shouts out military commands at them.
I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. Eskimo pussy is mighty cold. Eskimo pussy is mighty cold.
But then they arrive at the games, and the media is there to meet these nobody teens.
Oh my God.
They apparently have nothing better to do. And Team USA, they storm right in with one of the toughest opponents in the world, Trinidad. Trinidad doesn't even have a hockey team, I don't think.
Fucking Trinidad Tobago. Jesus Christ. First off, Trinidad Tobago, some of the best jerseys in that.
I want the NHL to adopt
Oh, yeah.
those jerseys somehow.
Secondly, Trinidad Tobago, on the cover, or on the poster of the movie with the two guys getting together with the bubble gum.
Which never happened.
Never
Which
happened.
never fucking happened.
Never happened.
Look at any poster for the Mighty Ducks. Google Mighty Ducks poster, and you'll see 2 hockey players with bubble gum in their mouths,
Lady
with
in the Tramping
Estevez in the background, like,
Jerking
yeah,
off.
I'm doing this shit. Like, this is how I train my kids. This is how these kids work.
How do I reach these kids?
Never once in this movie are there 2 players with bubble gum facing off against each other. Biggest tease, because that would actually,
That'd be awesome.
yeah, that would
be
be
the best
awesome.
part of the movie.
And that would be another scene showing Bombay as actually coaching this team.
Nope.
Instead of just being a goddamn money-grubbing cunt like he is for most of this movie.
Most of the franchise.
I hope Charlie hits him in the balls when they're making out. So that's the first game against Trinidad. Before we get to the racism of that, all of a sudden, one half of Keenan and Kel, Keenan, or as known in this movie, Russ, shows up and starts harassing Jesse. You hate to see that kind of black on black crime.
This fucking guy comes out of nowhere and just starts fucking bad-mouthing these people.
He's like, I can play better than you. He's Phil Kessel on Twitter.
He pretty much.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm better than you guys. If I was on this team, you'd
I
be
feel
up.
like there's something I should be doing right now.
If I was in this game, instead of being up 1,000-0 on Trinidad, it'd be 2,000-0.
Yeah, at the time they were beating him fucking 7-0.
So then Trinidad scores, and we pan to the bench.
Oh my god.
What's going on the bench? The Trinidad team is playing some steel drums.
Oh my god.
So racist.
Because that's what you do. That's what you do when you score in a hockey game. You play steel drums on the bench because they have room
You
for
know,
that.
I wish. I really do wish that is what you did during a hockey game.
It'd be amazing.
And make things a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
So then you immediately go to a press conference, which I assumed at first was going to be about the racism. But no, instead it's a press conference for the Goodwill Games interviewing Bombay, who again is a nobody. He coached a Pee Wee team. How is he getting a press
It's
conference?
unbelievable.
I wish Sean Spicer was alive back then.
Although, can we talk about Fulton Reed for a second here, who has become one of the Bash Brothers? And the Bash Brothers. Yeah, in the first movie, he was just sort of that big kid with a heart of gold, and all of a sudden, all he wants to do is wreck people.
Now, the Trinidad game was actually where the Bash Brothers were born.
Yeah.
They start just uncalled roughing penalties. They're up by about 30 goals.
Thank you. Yes.
They're just going it up against Trinidad.
People.
Yeah. They're like the British invading Trinidad back in the old days. Just fucking a couple of white assholes coming in and destroying everything.
It really is a metaphor for the state of
It's shit like this that proves why Walt Disney was a Nazi, but that's a discussion for another day.
I keep forgetting that these are fucking Disney movies, and they are. They so are.
So at this dumbass press conference, and Iceland shows up, like the diehard villains that they are.
The dentist drops in like it's a fucking wrestling promo.
the wolf,
shit!
the dentist.
Literally, even if you don't like someone, if they're doing a press conference, you don't go to the press conference and then just start like saying shit to him.
No, but his name is the Wolf. He's a scavenger.
Yeah.
Wolf Stenson, the dentist.
Because I assume he knocked people's teeth out when he played his 1 year in the NHL.
Yeah.
But they don't really clarify that. You know, it's not like Hook McCracken in Slapshot. At least he was known for hooking. We don't know. We don't know how he got the dentist nickname. He's just there. Then, so Iceland harasses Bombay. Bombay, just is counting money, not even paying attention.
Nope.
And then all of a sudden, CNN wants to talk to him. Because CNN is covering the Goodwill games.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because there's no President Trump.
No. Well, that's true, yeah.
That's true, yeah. What are they going to do then? I don't know.
Clinton?
Yeah.
All he did was get a blowjob.
This might have been before. I don't know. I don't know the timeline.
94? What was Clinton? 96? So what are we... George H.W. Bush?
That was back before I gave two shits about politics.
I think it was the original Bush. Not Lady Red Bush.
Fire Bush.
It was the old
But
Bush.
it wasn't before Bombay gave a shit about the original Bush.
Lady Red Bush.
So we never get to see Bombay's interview with CNN. We assume it went very well. But then Tibbles picks him up again and drives Bombay to his swinging LA bachelor pad with views of the ocean. His team is staying at a dorm.
Yep.
They're apparently like 2 or 3 or 4 to a room, while Bombay's just jacking off in his bachelor pad.
Like it's San Diego.
Yeah. And while the coach is away, the kids will prank. Because the classic prank, Goldberg and a few of his cohorts put shaving cream in Dwayne the Dumb Texan's hand.
Who apparently he's on like Ambien.
Because they are so
He
loud.
is covered in it.
It looks
He
like
is covered more than Charlie's mom is in a Bukkake film. Like, it is bad.
It looks like Peter North's dick exploded on that young man's face.
Holy shit. Okay, I could see like the first couple times, but after that,
Yeah.
like then they put it in his second hand, and then he does it again. Like, come on. None of that makes
Then,
sense.
like, it pans away and it comes back. And
Meanwhile, this is going on in like the next room. The two fucking Bash Brother idiots are like jumping on the bed to Metallica. But it's like, if you have ever lived away in a dorm room, you know that the walls are paper thin. You know, so they're gonna hear him fucking dancing to Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
So he would wake up. Oh my god.
No,
this
it's-
movie state of it.
That kid is... Dwayne is drunk. He's thinking about
He
the
has
couch.
to be on Ambien. Thinking about the cows doing circles.
Yeah.
it's not even Metallica, though. It's You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
Bow, bow.
And they're, like, rocking out, using their fucking hockey sticks as guitars.
God,
It's so bad.
It's so placated to kids like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. It's Mighty Ducks 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Oh, it's no secret. It was Gordon's ooze.
Well, speaking of Gordon Zoos, meanwhile, while all this is happening, he is out with the Icelandic trainer.
Which doesn't make sense because the Bash Brothers are apparently in bed rocking out, but they're also outside the ice cream parlor where Gordon's on a date with the Iceland trainer for some reason.
There are no plot
There are no
holes.
plot holes in the Mighty Ducks. We've talked about this.
So then they're at game 2. Another hockey superpower. Team Italy.
It was literally just Italian references. We had meatball references.
Oh yeah, Goldberg made a meatball reference.
Pasta references, and then the moon, and then like the That's Amore like piano theme. It was fucking stupid. It was. I hate this movie.
So again, we see Goldberg making fantastic stops against Team Italy. He was trash. He went from Andre Trash Pavlik to friggin' Braden Hopi
To like
Matt Murray.
Matt Murray without any practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they stated when they were playing the new kids, like, oh, you guys didn't train in the off season. He was clearly too busy working at the deli.
Yeah. And he was so good in these that the Dallas Stars signed him and refused to drop him the next season when he was terrible.
However, I feel like we could have played well against Italy and Trinidad Tobago.
Yeah. How do they even make it? The main force, I should have said this earlier. So the hockey superpower in this movie is Iceland. They couldn't have gone with like Finland or Sweden or Russia. Does Iceland even have a team in real life?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Like, why'd you pick Iceland?
Because, like, if you think about it in the Olympics, it's always like, Russia, Finland, Sweden, even like Slovenia and the U.S. and Canada, but there's never any like Iceland.
No.
I mean, there's like Germany, and like there's never like an England team. You know what I mean?
Looks like too busy playing stupid soccer.
Or cricket.
Hey,
Drinking warm beer.
wait until they have to deal with the varsity team next movie.
I
Spoilers!
can't wait. I might need about 10 more of these.
Jesus Christ.
So predictably, our Team USA, no longer the Ducks, wink wink, destroys Team Italy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
USA Today reports the victory on the front page, along with some more
Black NCAA coaches.
Yeah. Apparently they worked that in. And now,
It's so weird.
now we get to the point where Gordon Bombay stops caring about hockey again and just really wants money. He starts wearing some suits, slicking back his hair.
Like Gordon Gekko
Yeah.
from Wall Street.
And then we get a Mr. Big Stuff montage of him endorsing everything.
Another montage. That's montage number 3, by the way.
He gets to
Nope,
meet,
number 4.
Yeah, thank you for keeping count.
No,
'cause I
number
didn't.
3.
during his montage, he meets a series of celebrities, Olympic athletes, Chris Chelios, former hockey player,
Cam
Luke
Neely.
Robitaille, Bruins destroyer Cam Neely.
Who was destroyed at this point in his career.
Yeah. This was back before he looked like he ate Charlie Jacobs.
He ate Gordon Bombay.
Incidentally, this was also this time is when we met one of my idols. It's not Cam Neely.
Yeah, I like
It's
how
Chris Chelios.
Christian. He did look in great shape, phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
But Cam Neely, I guess he's giving Bombay advice we didn't know back then. But Cam Neely should not be giving anybody advice on how to run a hockey team.
Nope.
Especially not coaching.
Nope.
The only thing Cam Neely knows how to coach is booze into his gullet.
Yep.
So then we
And
get.
homemade jumbo meatballs.
So then apparently these kids are unsupervised in LA.
That was my biggest problem. It's the fucking junior Goodwill Games, and they're allowed from like the LA Coliseum to Rodeo Drive with no one.
That's your
No
biggest
one
problem
watching.
with this movie.
No one.
That's
watching
your
it.
biggest problem.
And Dwayne, the dumbass Texan, is confused as to why there's not an actual rodeo on Rodeo Drive. He just can't wrap his stupid Texan head around this.
They don't teach you things like that in Texan schools.
Well, they also don't teach evolution.
Exactly.
Clearly, he hasn't evolved because he's a dumb fuck. God, I wish there was a point in the movie where he just put his own lasso around his neck, threw the other end to a ceiling fan, and choked himself. But that never happened. I hate that.
Fucking
I'm a little surprised it
carradines
didn't happen by
himself.
accident.
He just carradines himself.
He's so stupid.
Oh.
Then we run into, surprise, another montage.
Number 4.
Where the kids are shopping. They trick their way into a store. They're drinking what appears to be orange juice, but these
Possibly mimosas.
I'm guessing screwdrivers.
We need to talk about how they got into
Yeah.
this store for a second.
So apparently all the rich stores, they don't just let you in. You have to buzz in because they don't want
Yeah.
poor people in there.
So Goldberg says that he is surprised that his uncle Aaron would, like, his nephews would be treated with such disrespect. And the person behind the door says Aaron Spelling. And he goes, no, Hank Aaron. Because Hank Aaron is such a low-level celebrity compared to Aaron Spelling. Like, I get that Aaron Spelling was in Beverly Hills 90210, and I only got that because I fucking Googled it because I don't know
Who Aaron Spelling is?
No, I don't.
Also produced Saved by the Bell.
Kelly Kapowski!
Dropping knowledge left and right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there. I hate Saved by the Bell.
I'm not a big fan.
It's not great.
Wow, I was really hoping for more of a...
It didn't age well at all.
I mean, as a kid, I liked it, but
Yeah.
now I'm like, whatever.
I never liked it.
Now you watch it and you're like, wow.
It was like watching Mighty Ducks.
I wish this was one of the schools there was a school shooting at.
That's actually kind of disappointing. I was kind of hoping that would create a little controversy within the group here, but all right. Yeah, we all want them dead. Anyways,
So these fucking douchebag kids running around LA, they sneak their way into a shop by pretending to be Aaron Spelling's nephews, even though they're
looking
all
for a gift for their mom, thus continuing the mom fetish throughout this whole movie.
Even though they look like they're fucking like Angelina Jolie's adopted kids, because they're like 4 different Reese's. None of it. Oh my god.
Then the B-50 Pews.
The movie's a
Pepe Le
fucking
Pews.
B-50 pew.
B-52 is playing the montage, which I've still always thought the lead singer of System of a Down sounds like a metal singer. It sounds like the lead singer of B-52s if you went metal.
On metal.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
So eventually Goldberg says, "Oh, I think my mom wants a bikini," which at that point, the store lady figures out that maybe these kids don't intend to buy anything. He kicks them back onto the streets where they belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urchins.
And then in one of the probably most realistic scenes in the movie, we panned at Gordon Bombay's office. He apparently has an office now where he's taking calls about a shoe deal. Maybe he's like Lonzo Ball, like Greg pointed out last time.
Maybe.
I don't know. But Julie the Cat Gaffney comes in, asking for more playing time, which is completely reasonable, because again, she's way more talented than Goldberg.
Yeah.
And then Gordon tells her, well, Goldberg's on a hot streak. The only thing Goldberg likes that is hot is pizzas.
To be fair, he is 2-0 with a shutout.
He's also only facing 2 shots a game.
That's true. And he did play Italy and Trinidad and Tobago.
Ooh. Yeah. And then, I don't get that. How do you not play Julie?
How do you not start Julie from the get-go?
Yeah, I don't get that. That's awful. That's awful coaching. But, oh, wait a second. Now we finally get to game number 3.
Verse.
Iceland!
Oh, no.
Iceland.
Ooh.
Well, I'm sure that the Ducks, with their can-do attitude, will pull this out.
Yeah, the way Goldman's played against powerhouses like... Did I say Goldman? Goldberg has played against powers like Trinidad and Italy. I bet he shuts out this Iceland team. He's got right now.
Yeah.
Fuck. 3 seconds into the game, Portman is ejected.
Oh, what the fuck?
Because he pulls a Dennis Weidman after he hits a dude. He shoulder shivs a ref.
Oh, I'm sure he was just disoriented from how he got hit.
Yeah, he had a concussion, I guess. Went after the ref. I don't know. Whatever Dennis Weidman's defense was. The shitty hockey player and a shitty person. I hope he's at base high the day of the shooting.
Yeah, kind of like Marchand. What? Excuse me?
Stop that piss. We're talking movies.
So then the rest of the time, this does not go well for Team USA.
Nope. Iceland
Iceland is dominating them.
Yep.
Like any team dominates the Senators when Erik Karlsson's off the ice.
Yep.
They're not even making the playoffs next season. Sorry. So then Kenny Wu,
Anderson.
amazing skater,
Yeah, Ken Wu.
gets nailed in the corner. As Piz pointed out, like Glenn on The Walking Dead. If you're listening to this, you're not caught up. Glenn dies. His eyes look stupid. He's dead. So Abraham dies too. There's no impact because no one likes him.
Yeah, pretty much everybody on the Iceland team is named Lucille because they ruin the Asian.
Oh, they are more racist. They target that Asian kid, but you know
They also target the black kid.
they do. They're
do.
very racist at
At
Iceland
the third game in the final.
Yeah.
because he had. Oh, we'll get to that. Oh, like that stupid shot. So so we just get interchanges between Iceland just dominating Team USA and Portman breaking stuff in the locker room before Goldberg gets pulled. Kat punches 2 people from Team Iceland. They both go down somehow. I don't mean, oh, she's a girl, she's weak.
She needs them.
There's no way she could do that.
No.
Excuse me, boys, can you help me with my pad?
Yeah, and they're like,
duh.
ooh, Guten Tag, and then she like hits him like with her legs.
And again, we're not saying she couldn't do this because she's a girl. We're saying that you can't
You physically can't do it.
yeah.
It's just nobody can do it.
You would fall.
It just so she gets kicked out. So she joins Portman in the locker room breaking bar stools. I wish that
Well, yeah,
time
if you
was-
busted out superpowers during a hockey game, you get kicked out too.
And then this is what I don't get. So then one of the Iceland guys goes to the penalty box, and all of a sudden Portman somehow teleports from the locker room where he's shirtless to the crowd where he's in a leather jacket and bandana.
So he got changed. So he got undressed, maybe showered, probably not. Changed, bought a ticket, found an open seat, and then right by the penalty box, and then came down the penalty box and wanted to fight that guy.
See, I always thought that it was like Dean's brother or something. I never got that it was.
It was Pan Dortman. Damn it, Pan.
Pan! But,
Midsummer's Night Dream, Pan.
Yeah.
So, they're going along, Ducks get destroyed. In a movie full of no plot holes at all and complete continuity, Fulton blasts a slap shot on the Iceland goalie that hits him in the mask and leaves a dent. Somehow it didn't leave a dent in Tibble's stupid face. But there you go. And then Adam Banks, superstar, ends the shutout streak that Iceland had going. Scores a goal on the Iceland goalie. But then what happens?
Oh, he just sticks out his arm and gets a stick broken over it.
Yeah, like he just sticks out his arm.
Like,
to,
yeah,
point at the
that's
goaltender.
one.
He's like, yeah, hey, slash this. And the other guy's like, oh.
All right. Smack.
If you want me to, yeah. And, their best player gets injured.
Again, this is the second movie he's been hurt in.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, you can't have the OP guy, just hanging out.
True.
He's got to come in at the last minute.
True.
Terrible. So then Team USA in this game gets destroyed, worse than their country with it, like, hypothetically, if Trump was the president. And then...
A country that's not a nuclear power.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the game's over. Team USA gets destroyed. They're not eliminated, though. But Tibbles turns into a dick.
Oh, Tibble's such a dick.
Oh, he's... Oh, God.
He's blasting Coach Bombay. He's talking about how bad the team is, how they're both going to get fired if they lose one more. Well, if you lose one more, you're out of the tournament. That's how the rules work.
Yeah, you'd be fired anyway.
This isn't a revelation, you stupid shit.
And this was the favorite going into the tournament. Like,
it wasn't like they came out of nowhere to be good.
Yeah,
you didn't lose to, like, Trinidad Tobago. You lost to fucking Iceland.
It wasn't like Trinidad took their drums and beat you senseless. But, And then, if you remember in the last movie, there was a stupid controversy where the team found out Bombay played for the Hawks. Well, in this movie, they find out Coach Bombay had ice cream with the Iceland trainer one time. Oh, and they're super pissed about it.
Mm-hmm. Eating ice cream with the enemy, huh, Coach?
How could you?
And, like, who the fuck are you to cockblock this guy?
Yeah.
Because the Iceland train is hot.
And he's still reeling from finding out that Casey Conway's remarried after just a couple months away.
That's right.
Well,
from this timeline, it's a year and a half away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know yet.
And this just connects more to the Lethal Weapon 2 connections. Because the first movie had Hans as the Lethal Weapon 2 villain. And then in this one, it's the fucking, like, cute blonde-haired chick that is in league with the slick-back-haired, like, evil guy.
But no, he's not evil. He's Coach Bombay.
No, I'm talking about the Iceland guy.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Wolf.
Wolf.
Svensson.
Yeah,
The dentist?
What's going to happen is that Coach Bombay is going to get thrown into the ocean, and he's going to find this girl with cement shoes, like with a straitjacket, like drowned, and Coach Bombay is going to have to dislocate his shoulder to get out of the straitjacket, and then swim up to the surface, and have to slam his shoulder into something to pop it back into the socket, and then realize that he's dead, just like his ex-wife, and...
No!
You haven't even seen Lethal Weapons, have you?
I have, yeah. It's one of the few movies I've seen. I still haven't seen Star Wars.
Have you seen Lethal Weapon 5?
That's my favorite one. That Indian chief, what a dick.
Literally. What a dick.
Yeah, so, Team Bombay, very reasonable after getting chewed out by Tibbles and bits.
Bag Skate City.
Bag skate.
Bag skates the shit out of him too. What a dick.
And Charlie Conway tries to speak up for the team. Says, "Coach, this isn't fun anymore. It's not supposed to be fun."
Who said it was supposed to be fun?
You, Coach.
You did.
Oh, throwing it right back in his face.
When you coached the Ducks.
Yeah, when you were a duck.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you got the Charlie the cuck.
And then, surprise, surprise, after their all-night bag skate and bukkake session, ookie cookie, the kids are just exhausted next day during Miss McKay's class. And she is pissed about it. She tells the kids they don't have to go to hockey practice that day.
Nope.
Coach Bombay walks into an empty locker room just like he walks into his father's empty arms because he's dead.
Wow. That was morbidly obese.
How was that obese?
I don't know.
It was obesely more.
And this is not foreshadowing.
Cut that.
That was morbid. That was morbid as fuck. I have a dead father, you asshole.
This is what we do here at Days of Yola. So then, this is not foreshadowing at all. But Miss McKay yells at Coach Bombay about making things fun again. Now he needs to be more of a friend to these kids and cut them some slack, So then, they have their day off. There's a fight in practice. Adam Banks white knights that shit like he's on Twitter. And then the teams fight each other in practice. Everybody's pissed. And they're just Bombay's running them into the ground. It's like they have John Tortorella for a coach at this point.
He is totally torturing it.
Oh, Bombay? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have Keenan out from his burger job, back harassing the team in practice.
How does he slip behind security?
Right? So at this point, he's in their complex.
Yeah, he's like in the village.
It's not like the team went outside. This kid came in, nobody noticed him. He's harassing the whole team. Challenged them to a street hockey game. Which again, these unsupervised children leave the complex, go to downtown, which looks like some kind of ghetto.
Well, it's LA.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the whole city.
Yeah.
And they play a street hockey game. And again, we're to be expected that this is the best the USA has to offer. And they're getting whipped by a street hockey team.
That's terrible.
Even when I first saw this movie, I thought there was a problem with the inner city street hockey game.
It's like
not that the people that you typically find in an inner city can't play street hockey.
No.
But
it's that this is supposed to be the
it's kind of weird.
Team USA is supposed to be the best of the best.
Yeah.
And these are just kids that are just playing for fun. And they kick the shit out of Team USA.
Yep.
And then we get one of the worst moves in sports movies of all time.
Yeah.
The goddamn knuckle puck. The knuckle puck. It's not even like a hard shot. It's not like Fulton slap shot. The puck just somehow defies physics and twirls in the air. If you simply stood in front of that puck, it wouldn't go anywhere. You'd stop it with your chest and you wouldn't even get hurt.
You know what the worst part is? We've all tried it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As kids, we thought that was badass. As an adult, you're like, oh, this is a pile of shit.
This doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you thought that if you put the puck up on its side and then shot it, it might do this weird knuckle puck thing. No, it makes it less accurate, so they're half right.
If you were Russ's dad and saw him outside doing the knuckle puck, you'd leave him faster than Charlie's dad.
Russ doesn't have a dad, come on.
Yeah, because you left after you saw him do the knuckle puck. He went out for milk and cigarettes and didn't come back. Now he's probably living somewhere they don't even have hockey.
Russ's dad and Charlie's dad are busy tag teaming some hooker somewhere.
Casey? As if that doesn't get bad enough, the knuckle puck sucks. Russ's brother starts picking on Kenny Wu for fakesies.
Poor Kenny Wu.
So he wants to teach Kenny Wu how to be a little tougher. So he teaches them how to fight, I guess. Teaches them stick, gloves, shirt. And he says, "You're ready now." Like some kind of Zen master. "You're ready, my son."
He's like Yoda.
Yeah. He's like, "Go off, Kenny, and fight the people who are taller than you now."
Ready you are.
Again, that wasn't foreshadowing. This is not going to come back later in the movie at all. Right? So then all of a sudden we're back in Bombay's house, And Jan, apparently like his brother Hans, likes to sneak into places. He's in Bombay's house somehow.
Jan.
I'm not sure if the guy has a key, but then he's giving a speech to Bombay about not being such a greedy asshole with all the deals. Jan gets real creepy, makes a pass at Bombay, just like his brother Hans, runs in the family. Instead of hockey equipment, I think pedophilia is their real family business, but I don't know. So, and again, they show a scene of Gordon Bombay skating alone in the LA sunset.
Skating.
Despite his knee injury, he's cutting, making some moves on those skates he probably shouldn't be making.
However, it is wrapped.
It is.
So we'll give him that.
So we at least we acknowledge that he has some kind of knee injury. All right?
But there's a sad part to that dedication to ice skating.
What's that?
Well, he misses out on a team game.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Game number 4.
I already tried to forget this movie. We just watched it.
We're only in game 4, and in the last film, there was like 9 games that we watched. There was 8. There was 8 games that we watched in the first one.
Yeah, he got so caught up in the moment while he was skating that apparently they didn't have a coach during their next game. So much so that they needed to ask their... What is she even?
She's
Their
the tutor.
Their-
Yeah.
So they're all. We have to assume that they're all in the same grade. So maybe that's why all the other kids weren't asked to be, because they were in a lower grade or a higher grade. Even though Fulton's probably in a higher grade than all of them.
Yeah, he stayed back at least 8 times.
Yeah. But they were all in the same class together with the principal.
Yeah, everybody was though. You can't count that.
Yeah, Fulton's where
Jesus Christ.
all the other boys in that class are still bald. Fulton's got a full beard. He's got a full beard of pubes.
Christ, that you had fucking Tammy's kid being like, I don't know how to write that. I don't quack at that teacher. Like the principal pulled that kid out of kindergarten just so he could write with the rest of the team.
Poor Tommy.
And then so we're in the middle of the game. The tutor, Miss McKay, somehow, who doesn't even know about line changes, I guess, is coaching the game. They're facing Germany. Team USA is getting steamrolled like it's Poland.
How do the refs not?
Yeah.
How do they not know who Gordon Bombay is at this point?
That's the other thing. So Gordon Bombay is important enough that CNN wants to interview him.
He has his face on everything hockey related,
but not important enough for the ref to not know who the Team USA
they just
coach
get him
is.
oh hey, if you don't have a coach, then you're gonna forfeit. And Joshua Jackson's like, here's our coach, Miss whatever her name is.
Like they don't have a roster list with the coach's name on it or anything.
No.
But
why would the coach be in the crowd?
Theoretically, they could have just pulled anyone from the.
Yeah, they could have.
They could be like, you in the first row. You're our coach, right? Wink, wink. And the person was like, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
change him up.
The teacher was like, I don't know anything about coaching, right in front of the fucking ref.
I'm just a dumb woman.
That's really how the scene is presented.
100%.
I'm a woman. How could I possibly know about them sports?
We need a change. And
yeah.
You guys look tired.
We look tired. We need new players.
Yeah. And he's like, yo,
change it up. Oh, change it up. Say it louder. Change it up!
Oh, Charlie. So they come back just like World War II to beat the Germans. Everybody's happy. Gordon Bombay apologized to the kids. He doesn't have a massive amount of gel in his hair anymore. Apparently that's how they identify bad guys in movies. If your hair's all slicked back, you're a bad guy. But if it's puffy and you looks like you just got a perm, you're fine. You're a good guy.
And he gave the teacher a little peck on the cheek, so you know it's going to be okay.
Well, if you think about it, when Gordon was his Gordon Gekko persona, he was in the black suit. Yeah. Not all black, like Wolf Stenson. Like half black, like the black suit but not the black shirt and tie. He was like half bad guy. Transitioning to
this movie would have been a lot better if he did go full on black suit bad guy, hair flip like Spider-Man 3, like
dancing down Rodeo Drive.
So that Bombay's back. The refs apparently have already forgotten that they lied to him and put in the false coach. Bombay's back behind the bench,
blowing the duck call like a dickhead.
They do their flying V. This one clearly offsides. The
Way
Germans
offside.
don't challenge. They don't challenge at all.
Way outside.
Well, that's not a thing back then. Back when hockey was pure and good.
So they win. The team's back together. They go outside. Apparently just on the street. Burn a jerk Bombay.
Yep.
Team Hendricks cutout. It's all over. Nice Bombay is back. Ducks Bombay is back.
Duck Bombay.
Yep. So then, guess what, guys? We get another training montage.
Number 5.
They're trying to teach Louis how to stop on his skates.
Yep.
Jan sets up a series of cans, which I don't know why is necessary to him stopping, but whatever.
I don't know why it's necessary to show the same scene 4 or 5 times before it shows him stopping.
And then at the end of the montage, he still doesn't know how to stop.
Nope.
Yeah.
So it was pointless. It's
Yep.
the first montage in history where nobody got better.
Nope. And there was probably, I don't know, 60 cans in that wall of cans.
If not more.
And he just kept knocking them over.
They spent more time setting up cans than practicing.
Yep.
Those poor
100%.
steak hands. Like, they're the ones who had to do all the work.
That's awful.
Though they still created more jobs than Trump. But
Boom! We go to Adam Banks in the locker room. Oh, his wrist really hurts.
no.
Oh, no. He's been playing hurt because he's got grit and heart.
How has he been playing this whole time?
He's been playing. Apparently. All right? Leave him alone. He's got grit.
But grit how?
Grit. He's a generational talent, and you leave him alone. Okay. But he gets caught by the coach, though. Oh, no. The coach is like, oh, man. I should have noticed that your wrist was hurt before this 2 minutes ago. You're benched, kid. You're benched. And then in the next scene, Adam Banks is wearing a sling on his shoulder for a wrist
practice,
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, practice, not game.
Because they had Game 5 versus Austria, which debuted? Knuckle Puck.
Knuckle puck!
Official game debut.
And before that, we got what? Another training montage.
Yep. Montage number 5.
But, Russ wants to join the team, but they don't have a spot. Charlie gives it up. Because finally he admits he sucks at hockey. For some reason, he thinks he'll be a good coach. Russ joins. Knuckle pucks it in. Oh, the Knuckle puck's the new unstoppable shot this game. Team USA wins. Then they get another... They do a bunch of fun stuff now, because fun Coach Bombay's back. Wayne Gretzky visits because Bobby Orr, Mario Lemieux, and Sean Thornton were busy.
Yep. Can
So
get the 4th best?
Yeah, fourth best. He doesn't have a movie. I think he just smiles.
Yep.
The kids are back on the ice. They're having fun with a beach ball. They're playing some games. Then those dastardly Icelanders show up because it's their practice time. And as Piz pointed out when we were watching, yeah, they're dicks, but if it was their practice time, the Team USA should have got off the ice.
Yep.
Yeah.
If this was their booked time, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get off the ice.
Yeah, get out.
Fucking dumb Americans.
So there's some back and forth shit between the villain and the hero. Well, I don't even know who's who at this point. I just want them all to die.
Yeah, I just want the game.
I want the arena
I just want the movie to end.
Yeah.
Yep, I want the movie to be over.
So Team Iceland coach, the dentist, challenges Bombay to a game where the first person...
3 posts.
Yeah, 3 posts.
Yeah, you know the game.
Yeah, you know it. You know
it.
So Bombay's up 2-1. Looks like he's about to win, but wait a second. Remember that hurt knee? The wolf slashes the knee.
No!
Bombay's down.
No.
He's sweaty all of a sudden. like right after he molests Charlie.
But he didn't even use his triple deke.
He didn't have time. He got slashed in the knee.
Jesus Christ!
A triple deke requires 2 good knees.
He couldn't teach him
Damn
the
it.
famous triple.
Yeah. And so, game's over. Iceland says they tells coach to pick up his trash, which is Bombay, because he is a trashy coach.
He is a trash coach.
He's a coach.
Apparently, off and on.
Coach is
Off and on.
people?
Yeah, off and on.
So then, we flash back. It's time to meet Iceland again.
In the finals.
And who strolls into the locker room but Adam Banks? He says, Coach, I woke up, took some painkillers, some horse tranquilizers. I have no pain anymore.
No.
Yeah, I twist the wrist with a stick.
He doesn't.
Yep. It's all good. And
Oh.
I misspoke earlier. I said earlier it was when Charlie gave up his spot. No. This is when... Because Russ substituted because Banks was out.
Yep.
Now is when Charlie gave up his spot to
Chuckles
Adam Banks.
standing in.
Who's infinitely more talented than
Yep.
shitty Charlie.
Yep.
So now, we're at the redeeming game against Iceland. What's going to happen, guys? Averman takes the first face-off.
Loses it.
Gets obliterated. Gets obliterated like he's Cam Neely in an open bar.
Well, I'm sure it's a close game.
Oh, it's very close. Iceland goes up about 80-0. No, just kidding. It's 3-0. 3-0. Oh, game's not going well.
Oh, well, 3-0. What could possibly go wrong there?
In these types of children's movies, the bad guy always wins.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know why we're gonna go forward with this, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. So that. Oh, wait a second. Russ tries his knuckle puck. Surprise, surprise. Team Iceland sees the 10-minute setup and checks him to the ice. No! He can't do it. But then Adam Banks, the only person on this team other than Julie the Cat Gaffney with talent, scores a goal. Oh, but they get slashed on the arm.
Again.
But he's okay. He's fine. He's fine. They only hit the wrapping, which happens to be also on his arm. It's fine.
It's like they padded the hurt wrist?
But no. Because he's good. He's got so much grit. He's got so much grit, he could be team captain of the Bruins.
It'd be like if Lucci's cup checked somebody, like, it's okay, they don't hit my cup. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
It's okay. I'm back in the game, coach. The Ducks, they're still down. Then you try something. Here comes the flying V.
Oh.
But again,
that's a guaranteed score.
Iceland, first smart team they've ever faced, breaks up the flying V by checking everybody's ass.
They don't.
They do.
To be fair, it was onside.
Yeah.
It was onside.
And so, oh man. So the Ducks have tried their knuckle pucks. They tried their flying V.
They got no tricks left.
What happens next? No. They unleash the Bash Brothers.
No.
The Bash Brothers.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They're walking up and down the bench. They're playing Trinidad bongos on Iceland's heads. And then, guess what?
They do too. It's the worst thing.
It's so bad.
And Kenny Wu is already in the box for fighting the Iceland goalie for some reason.
He scored. He scored on him, and then he tried fighting him.
He fought him. So then the Bash Brothers, Kenny Wu at this point is a mini Bash Brother now.
Yeah.
There's Bash triplets. So they're all in the box. The NHL Department of Player Safety said there was no reason to set up a phone call with the Bash Brothers. They're getting off light. So, it's 4-1 at this point. You should think Iceland should get about a 10-minute 5-on-3 at this point, right? There's no power play. No. For some reason, a bunch of Team USA just goes to the box and it's still even strength. I don't know. We don't know how that works. And then Dwayne comes off the bench because Connie's about to get checked. Apparently can't defend herself because again it's a Disney movie. She's a woman.
Or her boyfriend can't.
Oh yeah, Guy's too busy. I don't know. Still thinking about how he got cock blocked at the waterfall.
Being Nick Backstrom.
Dwayne the Rock Texan jumps off with his lasso. Lassos a guy and gets a 2-minute penalty. Why does he even have his lasso on the bench at this point?
He should be thrown out of the game.
Yeah. Why is he not ejected?
Him having his rope on the bench is the biggest travesty of this movie. The second biggest travesty is him being allowed to come on and do that without anything more than a
Because in the first movie, when Fulton Reed tried to fight the kid because he hit the girl, he got tossed.
Yeah.
He was out.
I don't like this.
No.
I don't like this one bit.
These rules do not make sense.
They're playing on a higher level. I mean,
there's no plot holes in Mighty Ducks.
And you know what? Let him play the game. Let him play the game.
And then as that guy's lassoed, Connie skates up and says, "I'm not a lady, I'm a duck," and makes duck face, takes a selfie with the peace sign sideways, skates off the ice. And then, but the Ducks are still down though, guys. It's still 4-1. We're going in the third period.
Hopeless.
What will they do?
Nothing.
And as if the kids didn't remember what ducks physically, biologically do, Gordon Bombay gives a speech about how ducks fly together in the locker room.
You. Who are you? Dean Portman. From where? Chicago, Illinois. You.
Guy Germain.
From where?
St. Paul, Minnesota.
You.
Jesse Hall from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Who are you?
Julie Gaffney from Bangor, Maine.
Luis Mendoza, Miami, Florida.
Greg Goldberg, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Les Averman, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota.
Fulton Reed, Stillwater, Minnesota.
Russ Tyler, South Central Los Angeles.
Charlie Conway, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Ken Rue, San Francisco, California.
Connie Moreau, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Adam Banks, Edina, Minnesota.
Dwayne Robertson, Austin, Texas.
Michelle McKay, Duluth, Minnesota.
And I'm Gordon Bombay, Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're Team USA, gathered from all across America. and we're gonna stick together. You know why?
Because we are ducks, and ducks fly together.
That's right, Jan. And just when you think they're about to break apart,
Ducks fly together! And when the wind blows hard and the sky is black, ducks fly together!
And when the roosters are crowing and the cows are spinning circles in the pasture,
okay,
ducks fly together!
and when everyone says it can't be done, ducks fly together.
It's so bad. It's so uninspiring.
And then, in a rule that apparently is not against the rules, I misspoke, not against the rules, they put on new jerseys. They come out not as Team USA, but as the Ducks.
Yeah.
Yep. With full goalie equipment, by the way.
Somehow Jan got purple pads, new helmets for both goalies, even though Julie never gets any time because this team is stupid.
Deus Ex Janica.
So, and apparently the entire crowd, unprovoked, is chanting, "We will quack you."
Yeah.
Totally okay. Totally okay with the team coming out wearing a whole totally different jersey.
Yep.
About 70% of this movie is trailer porn.
Yeah.
It's like the Mighty Ducks. Well, it took like 10 million to make and like made 100 million or something like that. So Disney had no idea what to do for a sequel. They just knew that they had to make one. So they were like, you know what? Just do stuff that looks good for the trailer, and the money will make itself.
Yep.
And they weren't wrong.
Nope.
Then the rest of the game kind of plays out exactly like the last game ended, except with different jerseys. So Connie scores. It's 4-2. The Ducks are making a comeback. Oh no, it's a terrible turnover. Gunnar Stahl of Iceland scores. It's 5-2. Oh, not looking good for the Ducks again. But then, that silly Texan pulls an Eric Carlson.
Wait, he's still in the game?
Apparently, yeah, he didn't get ejected for lassoing anybody.
He just got like a 2-minute penalty for roping.
We're not even entirely sure he took his rope away.
Nope. Probably not. Probably not.
So he makes some amazing pass. We have to assume is onside. He ices it, and everybody's so mystified because they've never seen a pass before. The entire Iceland team is just staring as it sails through the air.
Well, it was like when Frank Vetrano was watching the Eric Carlson
That's
fucking
true.
pass. Frank Vetrano's
Holy
like,
shit. And it lands to Adam Banks, who scores. It's 5-3. And you won't believe this, guys. Luis Mendoza, breakaway. Skating towards the goalie, super fast. He stops.
No.
He snows the goalie right in the face. No
So the
penalty.
walls-
Stands there. As his coach yells, "Hey, shoot the puck!" The goalie doesn't react at all.
Shoot the puck,
'Cause
bozo.
he's been snowed in the face. Oh,
Oh,
God!
yeah.
I can't see.
Like,
Score.
the goalie's as shocked as he is that he stopped.
It's 5-4, and Louis has learned to stop. He's no longer Speedy Gonzalez. He's Stoppy Gonzalez. But they're still down by a goal. They're still down.
Yep.
But they want to get the knuckle puck. But Russ, Iceland's picking on Russ. He just can't get that knuckle puck. So Coach Bombay calls a timeout. The team goes over to the bench. Shenanigans ensue. This move is completely illegal.
The whole movie should have been illegal.
So all of a sudden, the Ducks are skating around down a goal, wasting time, as the audience is just mystified, can no longer chant "We will quack you" because they're so confused. And all of a sudden, the coach says "Go!" and they skate up the ice. All of a sudden, they pass it back to the goalie.
The goalie!
The goalie!
The most memorable line in this movie.
The goalie!
Apparently, only the Iceland coach realized what's going on. Because holy shit! It's not Goldberg in the goalie pads. It's Russ. And from center ice, he knuckle pucks it in. As everybody watches, as the puck loses no momentum at all through the air. Scores 5-5.
Nobody notices Russ adding on goalie pads.
Yeah.
Nobody.
How did they do this on the bench?
Or Goldberg
jersey?
stripping by the bench.
Yeah.
Like,
or them. Oh, God.
And aren't timeouts usually limited to like 30 seconds, 60 seconds?
About that.
There's no way they change pads in that amount of time.
No.
These refs are worse than any
Without anybody on the other bench noticing, too.
Yeah.
Because
they're too busy having bad guy hair.
There is a lot
they
of
have
bad guy
some
hair.
fantastic bad guy hair.
So, and because apparently in the Mighty Ducks movies, the clock works on soccer time, even though the puck went in before time expired, time expires. It ran down the clock.
Yep.
So now we're going to a shootout.
Okay. Did anybody else in like NHL 94 or 95 or whatever you played, when you had free control of the goalie, circle the puck before you actually took it up to the goalie like they do in this movie? Because they always circle the puck.
They do.
A few times before they do anything.
That's true.
I did it all the time.
I never have.
Anytime I had to get, whether it was NHL 94, whether it was street hockey,
Because
whatever,
of this movie?
Because of this movie. I thought that's just what you did.
It always works on Marc-Andre Fleury.
Marc-Andre Fleury doesn't... He's playing for Vegas.
If any of our Penguins pals are listening to this, I know you're upset, but he deserves to be in Vegas. Matt Murray is infinitely more talented.
They're not.
Shut the fuck up.
And you know what? You sent him to Vegas.
Yep.
You. All of you.
You did this.
You, all of your fans, you are responsible for it. Anyways, continue.
So we're in a shootout now.
Yeah,
right?
let's finish this fucking shit bomb.
So
I hate this movie.
Jesse Hall scores. Oh, but Iceland scores. Then Guy, apparently still on the team, yet we haven't seen him for a while. He scores. Iceland. Oh, it's a big save by Goldberg. Ooh. But then Dwayne the Texan, too stupid to score, of course, misses. He can't do it. He's Texan. He has the IQ of a cactus. Doesn't do it. Then Iceland scores on a slap shot. Zdeno Chara style.
I like that.
Yeah. Then Fulton slappers to the goalie's face. Goes in the puck. Sheathes his stick like a sword. Then Iceland scores. Oh, it's tied, guys. It's tied. The Adam Banks, broken wrist, bruised, some kind of wrist injury. I don't know. He can't jack it anymore. He's backed up.
Risty business?
Risty business. He scores! Oh! The Ducks are up. And Gunnar Stahl, Iceland's star, is going. But then, in the first smart move Bombay has made in what seems like years in this stupid movie, decides to put Julie the Cat in, explaining that Gunnar always triple dekes. I thought only the Ducks
that was Gordon's move.
Apparently, it got to Iceland. They have YouTube in Iceland, even though it doesn't exist yet. So he puts Julie in because she's got a faster glove hand than Goldberg. But
1, 2, 3,
triple deke, glove side.
He triple.
What if he goes stick side?
Who knows?
He's
not
fancy.
gonna.
He'll go glove
He's
side.
not gonna. Gordon Bombay is I was gonna say psycho, but I meant psychic, but he's both.
He's both.
Yeah.
So friggin' Gunnar Stahl triple dekes before he hits center ice, and then takes a slap shot to the glove side. And then there's a mystery. Did he score? Did he not? The people behind Julie Gaffney can't determine if the puck is in the net or not. There's people sitting behind her in the crowd. You can see into the net, and they're all waiting for her to open her glove to see if she made the save or not.
Maybe if you knew a thing about hockey, you would know how it works.
That's
Maybe
true.
you could skate, John.
That's true. I've never skated before, as Brandy Noel has pointed out. That drunken whore.
Who cares? She's not a Patreon subscriber. Plot twist, she is.
In a Shyamalan twist,
Shyamalan?
the Cat saves it.
No.
Yes. The Ducks, not Team USA. The Ducks have won it. Oh, and the crowd celebrating. Gunnar burns the coach.
He does burn him pretty bad.
Gunnar lost it for them.
He did. Gunnar is a piece of crap.
Well, you know, if you're the coach, you usually put your best player out first. Well, the first three, not sixth.
Unless you're Claude Julien.
Unless you're Claude Julien.
Then you put out like Greg Campbell first.
Then you trade Alex Galchenyuk.
So they had the handshake line.
Let's go shake the hands.
Shake the hands.
Captain Duck.
Captain Duck.
Oh, this movie.
Gordon Bombay mishears. Think they said Hans. Breaks down sobbing because he misses Hans. The Ducks celebrate. They all go jerk off in the shower. Credits roll. We're at a campsite where they're singing "We Are the Champions." In full Queen style, Averman contracts HIV. End of movie.
Dies. Could you guys recommend watching Mighty Ducks 2?
No. If you're just absolutely committed to suicide, yes.
No. I went into this expecting this to be the movie that I would enjoy the most because I thought that my childhood would Oh, God. No, I can't recommend watching this movie. It's so much worse than you would expect.
Yeah,
it's so much worse than it was when you were a kid.
If you enjoyed your childhood, don't watch this movie.
Yeah.
Just think of it the way it was.
Treasure it. Treasure what you have. If you remember this movie fondly, then don't watch it again.
Yeah. It's like going to your grandmother's house for Thanksgiving for the first time in a while, going to the garage to put the trash out and having flashbacks to when your uncle molested you. just leave it in the past.
Yep. Yep.
The Mighty Ducks 2 just molested us.
The Mighty Ducks 2 is terrible, and no one should watch it.
We have Mighty Ducks 3 coming up. We're going to watch it in the next, 10 minutes or so.
And we'll see you guys in August. Bye.
Miss you.
Bye.